Good morning and welcome to our latest Thundering Thursday. Today we're taking a look at the Band of Brothers bolt action starter set by Warlord, which as you can see pits German Panzer Grenadiers against American parachutists or paratroops or whatever you want to call the flyboys. So let's get this wrapper off and have a closer look. And welcome back. So let's get this lid off. It's quite tight. And let's have a look. And it is very packed. So, as expected, we get the full rulebook, and then we get the introductory book. It's high gloss and takes you through the game step by step. And then we get something which is quite new for Warlord, and that is a full colour glossy playmat. Double-sided. One side has a road and the other side doesn't have a road. And yes, as we saw with last week's Gentleman's War, the play sheets are back. So, thank you, Morella. You do seem to be packing most of the stuff I receive. We get dice bag, vehicle fluff, and a bag of dice. Again with the newer, slightly smaller D6. So who packed this one? Oh, Ross packed this one. Thank you, Ross. So we get the plastic farmhouse sprue, and of course the pin marker sprue. And then we get the American M3 half track. This is the standard version with a number of machine guns for the side rail, 30 cals, and then you should get another 30 cal for the rear and a 50 cal for the pintle mount. Great little kit, that one. And of course we also get the German Hanomag. This is the later version with the full panel rather than slope boxes. Again, comes with an MG42 for the pintle, and does come with an extra MG42 for the anti-aircraft mount on the back. But we have to pay points for that, which we shouldn't, because the vehicle was never equipped with them. The anti-aircraft mount on the back was for the squad being carried machine gun. So we get 2 sprues of Paratroops and 2 sprues of Panzer Grenadier, or Grenadiers as they're calling them. So let's have a look. With the American Paras, these are in the M42 uniform, which is what they wore at D-Day and was later replaced. We get rifles, submachine guns, including the grease gun and the Thompson. We get BAR, more rifles. This weapon, which many people, when it was first released, thought was a flamethrower, is actually the landing zone light or signalling lamp. It was arranged in such a way that it could be pointed like a rifle so that only the recipient that it was aimed at could see the signal. Then we get the Browning 30 cal being fired from the hip, and the bazooka, ammunition box, just a pouch being carried, bit too small to be demolition pack, but it would double as one, or medical pack. More rifles, of course, NCO equipment, including the pointing hand, sniper rifle, a belt kit, and the Screaming Eagle heads, as well as the expected camouflaged helmets. So great little set, that one. And with the Panzer Grenadiers, again we get assault rifle, MG42 being carried, and there are arms for this MG42 to be fired. What is interesting is that we get a few different uniform options. We get the shorter jacket, we get the longer smock, and then we get the Zeitbahn quarter tent, which could be worn as an overgarment. So the smocks, the longer smocks, and the Zeitbahn were usually in camouflage colours. So I have done a painting guide to these already, although I've used Seek heads on them for the free India Legion. But you get an array of heads, including caps, officer cap and standard helmets, and covered. So what else do we get? As expected, we get bases, counters, and destruction sheets for the M3 and the Hanamag. So, all in all, a wonderful little kit. I've been told by my friends over at A New Model Army that they have this in currently at 20% discount off RRP, which is beating Warlord's current 15% off sale. So get over to them and see what bargain you can get. I'll post a link to their eBay page in the comments section, along with links to the painting videos, the various items in the box. So until next time, thank you.